Hi guys, my name is Ashley Salvatori from mycoachashley.com. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you're new here, think about subscribing, hitting that subscribe button because I do post a ton of ketogenic tips and tricks for you and helping you along your journey. So today we're going to talk about ordering out at restaurants following the ketogenic diet, and I'm going to give you my top tips on how to do that successfully. So I have been following the ketogenic diet for a while. I absolutely love this lifestyle. I feel amazing, and I find it very easy to fit into my life, and specifically when going out to eat, because I don't feel deprived. I can order the most of the same things that I normally would order, just maybe making a few modifications, and they're really simple modifications. So if you're someone who is afraid of I have like this fly away. It's driving me nuts. Like it's flying away. You're gonna be like watching me this whole time, watching my fly away. No, but if you're someone who like doesn't like to go out to eat, or not doesn't like to, who doesn't like to go out to eat? No, if you are someone who doesn't like to make modifications at restaurants or ask for different things, then probably the ketogenic diet is going to be difficult for you because you have to make modifications in this lifestyle. So this is what I do. When I go out to eat, I take a look at the menu. And really good idea is to look at the appetizers and to go for an appetizer instead of a dessert, because typically what people do is they maybe don't order an appetizer and then they order their dinners and they'll thinking they're going to have dessert at the end. But what you want to do, kind of flip that, and you want to order an appetizer and no dessert, because the desserts are all going to be loaded with sugar and carbs unless you're choosing some sort of cheese platter as your dessert. So take a look at the buffalo wings. And if you order buffalo wings, you want to ask the server, are the buffalo wings breaded? If they're not breaded, you are good to go. If there's a little G sign, that means gluten-free on the side, you're good to go on those buffalo wings. My dog is behind me and he's snoring, and I'm sorry, but this is the only time I have to make videos because my kids are at school. So my dog sleeps at 1:30 in the afternoon. So you want to make sure that you're checking on the bread content in the wings. Next, side salads are great for appetizer. As long as the side salad doesn't come with balsamic dressing, then you're good. You just want to have like a blue cheese or a ranch and or a Caesar dressing, and that's usually good. If you get a Caesar salad, obviously you want to get the breadcrumbs or the croutons off of there. Next, up on the appetizer list, if you can go with like a spinach dip. A spinach dip is awesome if they can give you like some celery sticks on the side. Carrots are higher in carbs, so you just want to watch out for that. But obviously, tortilla chips are going to be higher in carbs. That's not a good plan. But definitely celery sticks. And guilty, I have had dips with just a spoon, and I'm not even joking. But then there is, that is pretty much on your appetizers. That is what you kind of want to look for. Sometimes they'll have like, like mozzarella. But the mozzarella, if they do like mozzarella with basil and tomato, a lot of times they drizzle that with a balsamic glaze, which is loaded with sugar as well. So just be careful of that. So then we're going to move on from the appetizer to the entrees. Okay, so typically when I go out to eat, I usually get a burger over a salad, no bun, and then if there's a sauce on that, I have them put this sauce on the side because I can usually tell if there's sugar in that sauce, but sometimes it's iffy, obviously you don't want any onion rings, you don't want any French fries, you want to go with just a side salad. That's your best bet, or like a side of broccoli, or even mixed veggies can be iffy because sometimes they do add some carrots in there and just some other veggies that might be a little bit higher in carbs than what you're looking for. So to be safe, I typically just ask them, can I get a side salad instead of French fries? Sometimes they do charge you more for this, even though you're making a substitution. I don't know why, but this is what restaurants do. They always charge me more for just giving me some lettuce on a plate. So you want to do that. And then, you want to have cheese on your burger. You can have cheese on your burger. If you go with sauteed mushrooms and onions, that can add more carbs because onions caramelize when you cook them, so it can add sugar to that dish if you do that. So just be careful of that. But sauteed mushrooms are fine. And then, so the dressings, again, you just want like some blue cheese dressing or some ranch dressing. Cheese on your salad and your burger is great. And then, or you can pick from under the steak options. You can get a steak. Just watch out for the sauce they might put on the steak. Again, maybe ask to have the sauce on the side. Butter on your steak is amazing. Garlic's amazing. You can have a side of broccoli. You can have a side salad. Some restaurants are starting to be more progressive and they will offer like mashed cauliflower, or even I was at a restaurant last week and they had like a broccoli au gratin that was like broccoli and cheese, and it said breadcrumbs on the menu, and I just asked for it without that, and that works great too. So there's that. Chicken, just be careful that there's no breading on the chicken. A baked chicken is fine with the skin on, that's what you want, or like a fried chicken as long as there's no breading there. If you go with a gluten-free pizza, because I know a lot of restaurants, they do offer gluten-free pizza. Gluten-free does not mean carb-free. So what I gave you the example of gluten-free on your buffalo wings, that just means they're not adding breading to that. However, a gluten-free pizza is a gluten-free bread that they create, and there are carbs in that. If you're going to go off track and you're going to have like a cheat day, then I would say having a gluten-free pizza is probably a good choice because it won't impact your stomach. Like you won't have like cramps and feel weird after eating that if you have a gluten-free pizza compared to one with gluten. If you've been away from gluten for a while. So steaks are usually a really good choice. If you go with like a French onion soup, to ask them to make that without the bread. However, that is going to be slightly higher in carbs. But again, you're out to eat, so probably you're going to be eating a little bit higher in carbs because you're not making it yourself. That is the way it is. Now, if you are someone that likes to go out to eat frequently, if you're going out to lunch, I love to get like tuna over a salad. I'd use Italian dressing with some ranch dressing on there with some like olives and some peppers. It's like really good. Back when I used to work in an office complex, I used to bring that into lunch every day. I would pick it up at a deli. Really good. You can also get any deli sandwich over a salad. And a lot of these delis actually have like a sub bowl, or it's like a bowl where you can create your sub in a bowl. So that's amazing. And you can do oil and vinegar. Vinegar is fine as long as it's not balsamic vinegar. Vinegar is great. If you go to a fast food restaurant, be careful of the ranch at McDonald's because the ranch at McDonald's is high in sugar. So pretty much everything at McDonald's is high in sugar except for the lettuce that's on the plate and whatever. If you're getting a burger, so this is what I do. I literally just get a burger from McDonald's and I take the bun off. And that's what I do. That's the easiest way to do it because if you get a salad, you're going to get sugar in there mixed in accidentally, maybe without realizing it. So again, if you go out to eat a lot, I strongly recommend you consider maybe adding in exogenous ketones to your lifestyle because exogenous ketones will help your body if you do get those sneaky carbs sneaking in from the restaurant, unintentional. It will help you from getting kicked out of ketosis and having to work like 2 weeks to get back in. And it will help you kind of like stay on track and not get bloated or feel badly about yourself, which can happen if you go out to eat and you realize, oh, I think there was breading in that. And now I'm like not showing up in ketosis on my strips. Or if you do like the blood pricking to check your ketones, which I don't do personally, but I do know some people that do that. Ketones will help you in that situation. So it's totally a personal choice. I drink them because I love them. It's really up to you. But in that situation where you're going out, I go out to eat like 3 times a week, once, twice, or 3 times a week, typically when on the weekend. And the ketones have literally saved me from falling off track. Like it's almost like I hit pause kind of on the weekend, because if I get those extra carbs kind of hidden, sneaking in there, it's not going to pull me back from my goals. So that's just a little information on that. So that's it. Those are my big tips on going out to eat at restaurants. If you have any questions or something that you typically stumble on, put them in comments below. Let's start a discussion. I would love to hear it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I usually order pretty much the same thing all the time. And when ordering out, like ordering delivery, I get buffalo wings a lot because it's easy and I know they make it right as long as there's no breading on there. And that's it. I mean, if you go with like an eggplant parmesan, there's going to be a lot of sugar in the sauce. There's going to be a lot of breading on the eggplant itself. And so it's going to easily push you over on your goals. And you know, that's like, if you're ordering from an Italian place, a lot of the foods a lot of them are fried in breading. So you just have to ask, and you can ask them if they can make it without this. And right now, being so gluten-free into the whole consciousness of society, a lot of places, they will make exceptions and they have the ways to be able to make this for you. So that's it. These are my tips. Thanks guys for staying locked in on my channel, subscribing. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe and hit that little bell so that you see all of my uploads as they come. I have so many tips coming and so much great content. I also create little video journals of what I eat in a day to give you some ideas. So I really can't wait to be uploading some of the new content that's coming. Thanks again, guys, for being a part of this with me. I hope you have an awesome day.